So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Firstly, before we get started, I want to say shout out to Miss Sabrina for everything that you do. She is a wife, a mom, and a doctor because she is a therapist. So put some respect on her name. And on top of that, much love and appreciation and a shout out to the all black everything that you got going on in your family. Um, it's very hard to see, normally in the media images of us, loving us, caring for us, and being with us. So I want to thank you for everything that you are doing and let you know how much of a blessing it is to see you and your family and the happiness that you guys have.
So, about a month and a half ago, I get a phone call from my daughter's daycare that says, "Hey, Sully doesn't look right. Can you please come take her to the emergency room?" Drop everything that I'm doing, head to her, to the house. And when I am en route to the daycare, I call and I'm like, what is happening? She says, "Well, Sully, she is my 10-month-old girl twin. She fell out of a pack and play." So my first thought is, a pack and play is on the floor. How did she fall out of a pack and play? She's not a monkey. She can't scale the net and crawl up. Like, she's not that mobile yet. She's 10 months, right? So I said, okay, we get there, we ask a couple of questions, we immediately take our daughter to the emergency room. While we're in the emergency room, it has taken forever. They come and tell us that, we're sorry to tell you this, but your daughter has two brain bleeds. Medically, two subdural bilateral hematomas, two areas of her brain that are bleeding.
So let's just go over a little bit of information. What is a subdural hematoma? A subdural hematoma is the type of bleed inside of your head. It's a type of bleed that occurs within your skull, but outside the actual brain tissue. The brain has three membrane layers or coverings called meninges that lie between the bony skull and your brain tissue. The purpose of the meninges is to cover and protect the brain. If you have a subdural hematoma, you have experienced a tear in a blood vessel, most commonly a vein, and blood is leaking out of the torn vessel into the space below the dura mater membrane layer. The space is called the subdural space because it is below the dura. Bleeding into this space is called a subdural hemorrhage. Other names for subdural hematoma are subdural hemorrhage or intracranial hematoma. More broadly, it is also a type of traumatic brain injury.
Blows our mind. Like, that's not an injury you can just put a band-aid on. Like, literally, our daughter's brain is bleeding. Okay. So this is not something that they can handle locally. We're transported by ambulance to a hospital that is an hour and a half away from us because they specialize in things like this. Okay. So we're in that hospital for 3 to 4 nights. My daughter has all these exams. It is confirmed that she does have two brain bleeds and a spinal cord injury. And so basically they're monitoring her over time to see if this is an injury that is going to heal itself. So we are discharged from PICU on Saturday. This incident happened on a Wednesday, I believe. We come on Saturday. My husband and my mother go and have a conversation with the daycare owner just to kind of smooth some things out. Now, the daycare owner was not in the room. We're told was not in the room when the incident happened. The person that she hired to look after our twins was in the room and apparently walked out of the room. So we don't know if my daughter was sleeping and rolled out of the pack and play. We don't know if she was up playing and rolled out of the pack and play, fell out of the pack and play. We're not really sure exactly how she ended up on the floor. Only thing we know is that she ended up on the floor. A lot of unanswered questions. So my husband and mother have a conversation with her on that Sunday. We smooth things out. I decide that I'm not going to send them back. I'm going to take some time off. I'm just not ready. My mama heart is not ready for them to be out of my sight just yet, okay? So on Tuesday, we get a call from the daycare, and it's the daycare owner saying, "Hey, we have to terminate your contract. I can no longer keep your kids." I am blown away. Like, what? Like, okay, first of all, we probably shouldn't send our kids back there anyway, but it's not you we had the issue with. It's the person who was supposed to be looking out. Like, it's her that was negligent in this situation, not necessarily you. But no, daycare completely terminates our contract, doesn't really give us any reason. just a whole bunch of other drama or whatever that's associated with. So now we already had a whole bunch of questions in our head, but you terminating our contract right after this incident, do you not think that that's going to provoke even more questions? Is that not suspicious? Like, is it just me?
So, to further give a little bit more information on this, it was stated that because of this, it is unclear exactly what led to the injury that resulted in brain bleeds and spinal injuries. Sabrina states that her husband and mother managed to smooth things out, but she still wanted to take her children out of the daycare for the time being. 2 days later, the daycare called Sabrina to inform her that they would be terminating her contract. So that's when you heard in the video, she stated that even more alarm bells went off. It was also stated that after the child was discharged, Sabrina's husband and mother visited the daycare to speak with the owners and figured out exactly what happened. And they told her that neither the daycare owner nor the owner's employee were in the room when the incident took place. The best thing I can say is that I'm very happy. If you go to the TikTok page, you can see the young girl celebrating, I think, her birthday, and you can see her twin sister directly up there. And she is pretty much safe and sound, and the bleeding has stopped. Now, my thing that I would tell the parents is the fact in the family is that y'all need to lawyer up. Whatever money that y'all have, get the best of the best lawyers. Don't matter if you need 12. Take everything from that daycare and make sure that they are never going to be in business, or if they are in business, your name is going to be on that daycare and your family is going to be the one running it and owning it, because that's what should be happening. Because at any moment in time, something affecting the brain and affecting a very young child, they are not fully developed at this moment in time. Brain bleeding and brain injuries are already dangerous for adults. So if it's already dangerous for adults who are, already sturdy, then it's going to be far worse for a child that is not even fully developed yet. So, like I said, make sure to get the best of the best lawyers, lawyer up, take everything from them, because this is 100% a cover up. The fact that the place that you had your child cause this injury and they wanted to turn around, not even call 911 or anything like that to even make a report about it, and then they call you to take your daughter to the hospital, which means that time is going by as this bleeding is and as this injury is not being looked directly after and checked, that even more health negative health conditions could potentially occur, right? So beyond them doing all of that and them deciding not to, they then want to turn around and say, oh well, we're going to terminate you and your contract here with us, as if you're the problem. They're going to try to terminate you, but yet you allowed them to have your child in their care, and they were supposed to be monitoring your child, for the simple fact that they stated that the owner or the employer, whoever, was not watching that child. That proves negligence. And if that place is found to not even have any type of cameras in the area where your child was, that's even more proof of negligence. And then on top of the fact that they canceled the contract, proving further negligence, it also proves the fact that they're trying to hide whatever took place, and they're trying to save face so that other parents don't catch wind and pull their kids directly out, so that they don't end up losing money for that business. Because at the end of the day, what the business is telling you is that we do not care about your daughter. We do not care what happened to your daughter. We don't care about the accusations. We don't care or even care to take responsibility for what occurred under our supervision. It just is what it is. That's what they're telling you. So, as a parent, right, if that is what they are telling you, you need to take everything directly from them, since they are obviously negligent. They don't need to be in any type of working condition, as in taking care of other people's children, because they have shown proof that they are unable to take care of a person's child. And also on top of that, they also prove that they are not even willing to take responsibility for the things that occurred under their supervision, which they were supposed to be supervising. This is 100% ridiculous. This is 100% egregious. And you guys need to take every single thing from them. I don't care if you just got to sue the business and then go after every single individual, person by person by person. Everybody needs to be held liable. If there was an adult that was in that building working during that time, they are liable. They are liable. Like I said, it is what it is. Somebody at a certain point in time was supposed to be watching that little girl, and they were not. All adults that were working in and around that building during the time that this event happened, during the day, during the hour, during the month, all of them need to be held accountable.